Hi, I'm Debbie Hutson. Effective communication is the key to success in both personal and business settings. It can mean the difference between a job well done and a failure. It can even be the difference between a positive working relationship and a reputation damaged beyond repair. When speaking to audiences, it is imperative to understand not only your listeners, but the setting in which the speech is given. What is appropriate for one group might be considered rude to another. It is for this reason that an effective speaker should strive to be an open communicator while overcoming communication barriers with co-cultures. In order to become a more open communicator, I must first understand my audience by learning about their culture. This includes that part of the environment made by humans, as well as their shared customs and values. It would be important to learn how they speak and communicate ideas of their own in order to ensure that the audience would be receptive of me. I must understand their customs, including acceptable behavior and appropriate dress, in order to present myself in a way that shows I respect their culture. This builds a rapport with my audience that is invaluable. From this point, I would establish communication goals. Such communication goals would include discovery goals, presentation goals, relationship goals, and influence goals. Each of these goals will help provide focus, facilitate preparation, create expectation, and maximize the value of the time allocated for the conversation. Additionally, I will strive to be a more open communicator by probing, listening, and responding to my audience in order to improve understanding and gain insight. Each of these techniques will serve to improve my open communication skills. The next step to becoming a more open communicator and overcoming communication barriers with co-cultures will be removing any obstacles. These obstacles include poor vocabulary, jargon, euphemisms, trigger words, generalizations, extremes, and perception. By improving my vocabulary, I will be able to better understand what is communicated to me. I can then reserve an arsenal of words to keep at my disposal that will allow me to choose the word that best suits my audience and purpose. The use of jargon can actually alienate my audience by portraying superiority or creating a misunderstanding. Jargon is only useful when my audience is familiar and comfortable with the same terms. Euphemisms should be used cautiously because their purpose is also their downfall. A more polite term may be politically correct, but it could also create misunderstandings or the feeling that I'm trying to hide my true intentions. In the same context, trigger words can be used to create emotions or generate feelings with my audience. However, these feelings and emotions may hinder the information or create a reaction when none is intended. Generalizations and extremes can divide my audience or separate them from me as a speaker. The audience may not agree with my thoughts or feelings, which might turn them off to my speech, rendering my information useless. Lastly, perceptions brought into a conversation act as filters that alter what the speaker says and or how I say it as well as what the listener hears. This can be detrimental and can eliminate effective communication. Creative training suggests that a speaker eliminate the barriers that they're aware of and try to anticipate the ones that might arise so that you can neutralize them if or when they occur. To be an open communicator and overcome barriers with co-cultures, it is imperative that I become an effective listener. An Egyptian novelist and Nobel Prize laureate once said, "You can tell a man is clever by his answers. You can tell a man is wise by his questions." Thank you.